and Kurt from the band Nirvana are here. And you are a band that is also from Washington, but you're not from the, quote, Seattle area now, right?
No, we live on the I-5 corridor. Kurt lives in Olympia, and I live in Tacoma.
Because if you notice, it's like all these bands lately, with the Alice in Chains and the Soundgarden, you know, everybody's like, oh, the big emerging Seattle rock scene. I mean, when you guys started, were you playing clubs with those bands?
No, we were playing clubs with like Mudhoney and Tad. Fluid. Yeah, and we played a show with Soundgarden in Olympia, like out in this park during the day. It was really neat.
So when you guys started, I mean, like the bands like that you mentioned before, part of the Sub Pop thing,
right.
You guys were kind of an underground, didn't start in the, let's say, quote, rock and roll clubs. You were kind of playing like for the college crowds and the underground scene first, right?
Yeah.
And then it just crossed over?
Well, that's where we got our start. It's like we were listening to Black Flag and MDC, and we always were like into punk rock and stuff. And we just kind of fell into this Seattle thing with like all the bands that I mentioned before.
Because the way they're categorizing it, they're calling it, you know, part of this grunge sound. And now they've said, you know, Nirvana is the newest band in this, you know, I hate putting labels on things, but they're saying that you're the newest of this, the new grunge sound.
Yeah. I'm starting to understand like what grunge is. It's like if you have heavy metal, it's like a lot of it's the same guitar sound. I think grunge has to do with the guitar sound.
It does have kind of a
fine title.
It's
grunge.
Grunge is more organic guitars, like you know Mudhoney. They have their crazy sounding guitars, and Tad just totally growly, like a different sound.
Growly.
Growly, yeah.
So
like Tad, he's a big bear and he just growls. Like, oh, should be in a tour bus with that guy.
Now, we're about to play the video, which also happens to be the #5 Skull Crusher, which is a very good thing. And we'll play that and then we'll talk about it a little bit later. Would you like to lead into it for us? It's Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.